Hi, everybody. This is Phil Sims, and you're watching Fresh Cookies.
What up, everyone? Welcome to another week of Fresh Cookies. That first week of the NFL, so unpredictable. I'm still mad at my fantasy. I did so bad at fantasy. It's probably the worst start I ever had. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Sunday's show got shut down for some third-party activity. They said it was, what they say, inappropriate content. Ain't nothing inappropriate about it, bro. Just trying to make a good show here. But man, that first week couldn't write that. I think, just to get it out there, the Aaron Rodgers thing. Who would have saw that coming? Honestly, 4 snaps into the game. But I think even the more surprising thing was that the damn Jets won, and the Bills. Look, man, I'm a Pats fan, so I always get on the Bills, but that was just 3 picks from Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs 8, but, at what cost? At what cost? You lost to the Jets in overtime, bro. And no Aaron Rodgers. Like, come on. But great show planned today. Like I said, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. But, yeah, we're going to be doing these live shows every Thursday at noon, every Thursday before the game, and then Sunday at midnight after the game, so we can get some instant reactions and real feedback. All right. So since my show got shut down the other day, I just want to highlight some of these games that I had some stuff to say about. Seems so far in the week, but Lions and the Chiefs, obviously, arguably upset of the weekend. No Chris Jones, that really helped. That really hurt the Chiefs in the pass rush game. And then the Lions, a lot of people not giving them a chance. So do what you got to do. But, Chris Jones coming back, that'll be big. Once Travis Kelce comes back, that's their second biggest offensive weapon. But the Chiefs, they really need to, I don't know, they need to dig deep. Because Patrick Mahomes, as good as he's been in the playoffs, hasn't won or played in a road playoff game. That's not his fault. I just don't know how it's going to fare if that's the case. So, Chiefs need to get it together. Bengals were so disappointing. I said Joe Burrow going to be Super Bowl MVP. Obviously, it's only one game, but that was – I don't think anybody expected it to be – I don't even know what the score was, but it was like 3-0 close to halftime. I know the Browns got one in, but still, what are you doing, Burrow? Let's see, anything of notoriety. Oh, yeah. Giants, bro. What are you doing? That was an ass whooping of perpetual proportions. Hey, what up? Got my brother in here. Shout out to him. His Steelers took a bad lump. But, it's not easy when you get the toughest team in the league on paper to start the year. See if Kenny can get it together. Eagles paid my Eagles. Jeez, I almost choked on my tongue saying that. Eagles get a win over my Patriots, but I must say, they look better than I thought. I had a lot of Mac Jones hate coming into this year. I really wanted Zappy, but, Mac, besides that pick, that wasn't really his fault. Kendrick Bourne, wear some gloves. It's raining out. And, they give you the shit for free. No surprise, he puts the gloves on, makes his first of 2 touchdowns. So, all right. So just jumping into this week, it's high as hell. Yeah, my brother's optimistic. I say we're gonna get into some of these matchups this week. Let me just switch this on now real quick. So yeah, just pulling up my show notes right here. And besides your games, you know, that you're obviously going to watch because you're a real fan, what else are you guys, what other games are you guys interested in? Whether it be for betting or fantasy, or you're just a real football fan and you love that ish. But I wanted to go over some stuff post last week. This thing doesn't want to cooperate. But I don't know if you guys saw this. Thought this was a little interesting. Here, I'm about to share this with you guys. So yeah, Bills. So I'm gonna pause this. There's a Bills reporter. I hate hot mic moments, by the way. It's such a cheap ass move. Who knows what you say in public? I mean in private. But still, you're at work. I don't know. This lady she kind of got caught napping. But basically, I don't even think she said anything wrong. She just, like I said, she had a hot mic on her, which just means they leave the audio on whatever. Maybe that on the that mic on the damn table. I can't think. But she didn't even say anything bad. Somebody asked her to go get Stephon Diggs, and she was like, he'll say fuck you or F you, sorry, if I go get him. So just listen for a second.
I think they're trying for Steph. Steph and Micah is who they're trying for. Hey, there's no control over Stephon Diggs. Yeah. Dude's gonna do what he wants to do.
Coming over there, Steph.
Nope. He'll look at my face and say F you. How he treats everybody.
So it wasn't really even that bad. But she did issue a statement, and mind you, she's the Bills team reporter, and she had to issue a statement. And hey, you gotta cover your ass. But let's just read the statement real quick. I want to take ownership for what I said today. I'm very sorry for what I said and mean no ill will. I respect the hell out of Stephon Diggs, and he has been one of my favorite players to cover. He has great character and treats us media with lots of respect. He takes time out of his day to talk to us, which he doesn't have to. Yes, he does. For context, media was waiting for players to come out of the press. I said I have no control over him. Steph marches to the beat of his own drum, and I love that about him. He has a playful relationship. This is just you trying to, cover it up. I get it. No ill will. Well, I don't want to take what she said, but yeah, no. It was, I don't think it was that serious, but, got to cover your ass. Yeah, no, it was a tough night for the Bills, I guess. I mean, they didn't lose nobody, but you just got to come out. They just got to, I don't know. In my opinion, I kind of think their time is up, but who knows? All right, well, getting into some of these matchups tonight, Vikings-Eagles. Now, like I said, Patriots, they didn't get the win, but they look pretty good against the Eagles. And mind you, it was game one. And the Eagles honestly have some questionable choices when it comes. I wouldn't say questionable. No, it's questionable. They have I believe 4 rookies on their D line, which they're really good players, but to come out in the season like that, that's definitely risky. Guess against an experienced coach like Belichick. But I'm thinking the Eagles are going to get this one. I don't know. So now I don't know if the Eagles can necessarily keep up with the Vikings right now, but they have the slightly better team, and the environment is just going to be too much for Minnesota. So I'm picking the Eagles tonight. We're going to save that one. Ravens-Bengals. Bengals. What happened? That was a really awful offensive performance. The O-line just not giving Burrow any time. I don't know how they didn't fix that really in the offseason. But the Bengals really need this one. Cincy and crew really struggling. The Ravens, even though they took down the Houston Texans, didn't really look that good. They lose J.K. Dobbins. So now I think it actually, the Browns look really good, but the Steelers, this is where you need to step up. When you play the Ravens going forward, you guys really need to guys really got to get that one. And I don't want to be showing no crazy-ish, but this came across my desk. And like I said, whoa. Yeah, I'm not going to be like promoting no violence on here, but this was just a whack-ass move that I saw. Maybe you saw the scuffle, but man, this is not even the right one. These people be playing with me. I guess you could see it better in this one. But here, I'm going to play this real fast. Where are you at? Oh, yeah, right here. Yeah, man, this was just whack. Like I said, I don't want to be promoting no violence on here, but just like, y'all need to do better. Like, look, I think this is you could tell me if you think about it, this is a bitch-ass move, though. This guy's holding him. This guy's just getting licks in. Like, come on now. I'm like, y'all got to do better, man. I don't know. What'd you think of that? All right, moving along. Chiefs-Jaguars. Look, Chiefs coming off that pitiful opening night loss. I mean, they lost by 1, but, defending Super Bowl champs. On paper, it looks bad that you lost to the Lions. No disrespect to the Lions. But if you're the Chiefs, you don't let that happen. Chris Jones will be back. That's key for them on the defensive line. They really didn't have an answer for Detroit, Not sure if Kelsey's going to be going again, but that's going to be a problem for them. Isaiah Pacheco, he's going to need to have to step up. Patrick Mahomes can't do it all by himself. Like I said, Mahomes no playoff experience on the road, so rack up as many wins as you can, because I don't know how this team will fare on the road. But, I'm really impressed with the Jaguars, by the way. I was high on Calvin Ridley going into the game, but he definitely showed out. I think it was wrong how the league did him last year. So I expect big things from the Jags this year. I just don't think they're going to get this one. And if the Chiefs do lose this one, they're in trouble. Now, speaking of the Lions, Seahawks, Lions. That Seahawks game was so damn boring. I'm glad I was just stuck on the Pats game. I turned off the red zone for that. Lions, you know the deal. This is like technically America's team. We all want to see them do well. But yeah, that Seahawks-Rams game was just like very pitiful. I kind of expected a little more from both teams. I know the Rams weren't as good as they were in their Super Bowl run, but it was just a field goal fest, and I don't know if I see the Seahawks taking back-to-back L's, but the Lions, this is the first year they have their stadium sold out, so ain't no way they're losing at home. Seattle will keep it close, though. All right, moving along. Colts, Texans. Now, I got to give the Colts a lot of credit because I thought they were just going to get their ass whooped, but they put up a great fight, gave us a good game, and they should be in that second spot in their division right behind the Jags. When it comes to playing the Texans, now you're going up against a rookie quarterback. I think Stroud could have a big game. I just see the Colts getting away with one here. But the Texans, they got that that young scrappy ambition with the first-year head coach, rookie quarterback. So let's see. I'm not going to count them out, but let's see what's up with them. All right, Bears Bucks. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty surprised that that the Bucks got the win last week on the road in Minnesota. I have to. Now, I don't want NFL shut me down again, but I have to bring up this hit. Where the heck? Of course, it's like the one I don't have open. Yeah, here, I'll just pull it up real fast. Sorry, guys. No, we're not doing that. Let me just play this real quick because I don't want to get in trouble. But Justin Jefferson, top 2 receiver in the league. Can't teach that. That's just hard. Shout out my guy. That's why I was surprised that they actually lost the game. But yeah, the Buccaneers, man, they really surprised me. Baker Mayfield, got to give him credit. He's no longer on the Hulu commercials. That's got to sting. But, I'm pulling for Baker. I think it's gonna be a rough year for the Bears, though. I'm seeing the Bucs starting 2-0, and I was high on Trask getting that starting quarterback job, but if Baker keeps this up, can't deny the facts. But I'm going with the Bucs in this one. Packers Falcons. This one's actually really interesting. When the season started, I can't say I would agree, but Jordan Love surprised the hell out of me. He looked really good. Honestly, he's probably had one of the top 5 quarterback performances week 1. But Falcons also, I picked the Falcons to win their division. They had they took advantage of the young Bryce Young last week. 2 picks for my guy. I just had his name up. Damn, I feel bad. I was Jesse Bates the third. Shout out to him. 2 picks, 1 game. But Packers got some weapons, man. They've really got some weapons. Aaron Jones is still there. They got a couple decent receivers. Dobbs, Watson. Look out for these guys. I'm gonna pick the Packers to get this one done on the road, though. And like I said, you guys chime in. You let me know what games you're looking forward to. I know you got your home your regular teams you root for, but let me know what's up with you. Maybe you're laying down a bet. Maybe you got some fantasy going. Like I said, I got killed in fantasy this week. Good old fashioned case of Mida. Moving along, Raiders, Bills, the old New England Patriots scraps, taking on our AFC East rival. Bills really need this one. Raiders, they have some momentum beating the Broncos, with the last minute Jacoby Myers touchdown, which he never did for New England. But, shout out to him. Bills, I just don't know. I don't know. It's early in the year, and, a lot of these guys not playing preseason. A lot of these guys not playing in the preseason made for some sloppy football in week one. Obviously, some great plays, great games, but just a lot of sloppy-ass play. And we already had 2 Achilles injuries, so I don't know what the solution is there. We add more games, but we shorten the preseason. So, I mean, I'm not in the league office. I should be, but I don't know. We have to find, I think, like a happy medium with not overworking our guys in the preseason, but still they got to get the reps because I don't want to see more star players go down. But getting back to the Raiders and the Bills just very sloppy. They do need somebody like a Von Miller, I think, on defense. And then when it comes to the offense, Josh Allen, I don't know if they're asking him to do everything, but he damn sure is doing a good job of making it look that way. He's doing a lot. And it's tough because he's such an athletic specimen. But you can only run for so long, man. Watching that game, it's like every single scramble, first down, everything is just like I don't know who your backup is, but I'm just expecting to see him. I'm going to take the Bills at home. I don't see them dropping, I don't see them dropping 2 in a row to start the year. Also, like I said, they're at home, so they're going to feel it. Chargers, Titans. Now, the Chargers, they were in a shootout with Miami. But I have some questions for them. I mean, they can score points, but I just don't know how consistent they're going to be. They're on defense. On paper, their defense, they have hitters. And I know it's extremely hard going up against that Dolphins team that just seems like they got weapons literally at every turn on their offense, and that's while Tua is in the game. Not to say they can't function without him, but I mean, the record. I'm pretty sure they have. I don't think they've lost a home game since Tua was. Maybe it was last year, something like that. But the Titans, that was a bad game versus the Saints. All right, Tannehill, 3 interceptions. It's just, I know he didn't really want to mentor the Rook last year. And maybe it was worth it, but 3 interceptions. It's been a while we've been doing this dance. Now I don't want to see somebody's job get taken, but Ryan Tannehill, what are you doing? Justin Herbert coming off a good performance. The problem with both of these teams is that even when they're leading, they let their opponents hang around, and that's just problematic. You got to put dudes away. As for the Chargers, I'm going to, I really don't see both teams having any real receiving threats. I know, I know the Chargers have Williams and stuff, but they really need to rely on Eckler. I think they can stop the run. So when you're looking at Derrick Henry to be your biggest offensive weapon, I don't know if it's always going to work out for you. So I'm going to take the Chargers in this one. 49ers, Rams. Niners, best team in the league by week 1 standards. Like I said, the Rams just field gold the Seahawks to death. So you're going to need to bring a little bit more of that. I know it's a division rivalry, Niners are just on another level. So San Fran all day. Giants, Cardinals. Giants fans, if you have the heart to watch this week, you're getting a dub. At least by mine, I think you're going to get the dub. I know you're on the road in Arizona. You know, they got a lot of stuff to figure out. And I give them a lot of credit because they did a lot better against the Commanders than I thought. But obviously the Giants have a lot to prove. They got embarrassed bad. Waller needs to step up for this team's sake and for my fantasy team's sake, and so does this offensive line. You know, that the fumble by Saquon was just, I don't know if it was poetic justice, but damn. Art imitating life. But you know, don't sleep on AZ. They're no joke, but I think them having a questionable quarterback situation not going to fare that well for them. Giants, I'm seeing you bounce back. All right, now to the best team in New York, Jets, taking on the Cowboys. I'm sure they have the possibility to redeem that awful loss for a cousin or somebody else that roots for the Giants, but the Jets, they pull out a tough one against all odds. We're sad to see Aaron Rodgers go. I never want to see anybody hurt, but I actually was looking forward to seeing what the Jets were going to do, and I still think we have the toughest division in all of football. That AFC East is no joke after so many years of people being like, well, no wonder why the Patriots make it to the Super Bowl. The whole division sucks. For 20 years? Come on. At some point, it becomes a fetish. But Cowboys, even though they got that big win, they have a lot to prove because you see how much momentum the Jets have. And you also want to see if it was just a week one fluke, like in the rain. And that's no excuse because we all know Dallas plays at Jerry World underneath a very expensive covering. All games are must win, but this is a must win for the Cowboys. If the Jets drop it, I won't be super surprised, but they need to rally around Zach Wilson. I know there's talk of getting a veteran. I would like to see Matt Ryan get another chance, but at this point in his career, I don't know because he looked kind of bad on the Colts last year. I think New York need to rally around Zach Wilson, even though Aaron Rodgers only been there a little bit, has rubbed off on dudes, so give the Utah dude a chance, all right? Taking the Cowboys in this one. Commanders, Broncos. That Washington game was rough to watch. Almost as rough as that Raiders-Broncos game. So this is a very even matchup. You know, Washington has a lot of problems that just stems off the field with their, I don't know, I've never seen an offensive coordinator like Eric Bieniemy get dragged into so many headlines, even when he was in Kansas City. So I think that's sort of a distraction for them. But, you know, when it comes to their field play, they were pretty sloppy. You know, the Broncos, obviously they have a veteran quarterback and a veteran coach. And they kept their game very close, and they can compete. So if Washington has a lead in the second half, I would be surprised, but you got to do everything to run that clock out, man, because Sean Payton will find a way. I'm going to go with the Broncos in this one, though. Saints-Panthers. All right, like I said, that Saints-Titans game, that was rough. They squeaked by with a 1-point win. You know, I would say 1 point, now that I think about it, that's when the other starting quarterback has 3 interceptions and you only pull off a 1-point victory. I know Alvin Kamara not there, but that's just, come on, guys. You know, Bryce Young, it's his first year, so he's going to play like a rookie. Not going to fault. He threw 2 interceptions last week. It's going to happen. Peyton, Cam, you know, I'm not putting them on the same level, but I just know it's 2 people who threw a lot of interceptions in their first year. Jameis Winston threw 30 for 30, and he wasn't even a rookie. So, and I still thought that season was memorable for him. But Bryce Young, we'll see what happens. I really don't have a judgment on him so far. Great college player, but hard to judge a guy off one game, and when you don't do that great, it's even harder. Derek Carr's problematic. I still think like Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill should be the cue there, and they have a lot of offensive weapons, and they usually play pretty good defense. Shout out Marshawn Lattimore. It's one of my favorite defensive backs in the league right now. Like I said, Derek Carr is just a little problematic. I don't know in those big games if he can come through. At the end of the day, experience rules the day in this one. I'm going with the Saints. Browns Steelers, little NFC, AFC North matchup. Steelers, they're hot. They got beat at home by the 49ers. Browns, they're coming to town. They're feeling themselves with a big upset win over the Bengals, in my opinion. Steelers, they have some weapons. But they just need to get out of their own head and just play ball. The Browns impressed me in their season opener, holding down the Bengals like that. But like I said, a bad offensive line, I can only give you so much credit. Deshaun Watson, looking at him is exactly what they needed. It's no knock against Baker, but just the plays he makes, I feel like that's what they were waiting for from Baker. It just didn't manifest itself. Weird situation with the whole massage thing. That's the reason why Deshaun Watson came to Cleveland, but it looks like a much better fit for him. So the Cleveland Browns could be a surprising team this year. And Myles Garrett is just a beast. So Steelers are really going to have to step up their game on blocking. And I'm going to take the Browns in this one, but only because I want the Steelers to prove me wrong. All right? I want to see the Steelers prove me wrong. And the biggest and most important game, in my opinion, the Dolphins at the Patriots. Miami coming off a big win over the Chargers. They win it very late. Tyreek Hill. I don't even want to say freak. He's just transcended as a freak at many different things. The guy's fast. He's compact. He's got hands like glue. It's gonna be a tough matchup for us. But just reading some of the local Boston media, one Patriots defender that has had success against Tyreek Hill, which is the wrong link. You know what? I don't even think I have the link, but just what I had taken from it. Jonathan Jones, in his career, has covered Tyreek Hill 6 times. In those games, Hill has 7 catches on 16 targets for 88 yards against Jones. Now, I'm sure this is knowledge to everyone, but that's a big deal. And when you got a guy who just does stuff like this, it makes it look so damn easy. That's a tall task. We definitely have our hands full this week. But just based on what I saw from the Dolphins, I think our defense is... I thought we had a top 5 defensive performance of the opening week. But I think our defense is better than the Chargers. Yeah, it's going to be tough because these guys are so fast. But honestly, they're coming to our house. The only way you got to get these guys, I think the biggest strategy in this one is just wear them down. If they're going to get those big plays, let them get them early, and then in the second half, run their defense to death, kill time on the clock, and we have playmakers. All right, one Gesicki, I don't know what his deal is, but once he gets going, once we get the double tight ends mixed in with our what I think is a pretty good run game. Look out for the Patriots, man. All right, look out for the Patriots. Actually saw an interesting take from Gronk, who thinks the Bills are in trouble. I thought they had a bad game, but this dude, he's talking about, Brian Dable leaving really is going to be a big impact for them, and I'm thinking, and Leslie Frazier, he's not on their defensive staff this year, so I definitely saw a change against the Jets with him not being there. But listen, man, the Bills, if you're a Bills fan, you're shook right now. I know you guys are aching for that Super Bowl, but I don't know if this is going to be the group to do it. And if this isn't the group to do it, which group is it going to be, and when is it going to be? I really hope Josh Allen protects himself, but the way this season's looking for the Bills, this guy's going to do too much, hurt himself, and then Stephon Diggs is going to be really mad. But when it comes to Dolphins versus Patriots, I'm going to go with my guys. I'm going to take the experience. Mike McDaniel, nothing against you. You've won in this league. Just think you're too young to be a coach. I'm going to give the Pats experience. And they're my guys. All right, before we go, I just want to know or just drop it in the comments as well. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to. What's some of your hot takes? Who do you think is going to break out for fantasy this week? Like I said, I did a little bit of a rough start for me this week. Calvin Ridley really, really helped me out. I think he's going to be good going forward. And let me just make sure. Damn it, where's my stuff? Oh, here we go. All right, and I'll leave you with this question. All right, I want to hear this from everyone. Who do you think should be more worried, the Giants or the Bills? All right, I'm gonna start. Yeah, like I said, tune in for the midnight show. We'll have a little bit more to go over, but just to go over the picks for this week, I like the Eagles. I like the Bengals. The Chiefs-Jaguars one I'm kind of going back and forth with, just because it's on the road. It's going to be mad hot. Jacksonville. I'm still going to go with the Chiefs, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lost. Seahawks-Lions. Going with the Lions in their home opener. Colts-Texans. Colts are just a little bit better, and I think they have the better rookie quarterback. Richardson was big body. We'll see how that sustains. Bears versus Bucks. I think the Bears have a lot of question marks, and it's not nice that year in, year out, Justin Fields has to do everything by himself. I know they went out, got him a receiver, but it just didn't. I'm not expecting anything from the Bears this year. Packers-Falcons. I think the Packers get it done on the road. Jordan Love surprising everyone. Raiders-Bills. Bills, I don't see them starting 0-2, especially dropping their home opener. Chargers, Titans. Chargers are the better of, two evils, I guess. 49ers, Rams, Niners, not even a question. Giants, Cardinals. Giants, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Jets, Cowboys. Cowboys, show me how good you are. And I know it's against the, Aaron Rodgers-less Jets team, but still, show me something. I'm picking you. Commanders, Broncos. Broncos, your second home game. Win the damn thing. Can't be losing by 1 point to, well, it's a good team, but still. Division games. Got to win those. Saints, Panthers, I'm going to go with the Saints just by, experience. Browns, Steelers, going with the Browns. They have the better team, so they should win, but Steelers proved me wrong. And obviously, Dolphins, Patriots. I'm going with my Pats. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hope you win some money this week. Hope you do good at fantasy. And yeah, tune in for the midnight show after week 2, Sunday Night Football, when the Patriots beat the Dolphins. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a good weekend.